back support to make your flat stand. You need 2 of these per flat. So you know, if you're doing 4 flats, you'll need 8 of these. Alright. These are 2 by 3 by 8. Here are your 1 by 2 by 8. This is what I use to build the frame for the flats. You use 2 for the outside, and then you have 2 for your middle support. That's 4 per flat. Alright, we got 348 Liquid Nails wood glue. Now you could use Liquid Nails normal, that's $1.97. This is more expensive for wood because it has less moisture in it, which means it would dry faster. But if you ain't no rush, you can save a few bucks by just getting normal Liquid Nails. Alright, and of course I'm grabbing just the normal Liquid Nails, which is $1.78, $2 cheaper than the wood one because we is not in any rush. We're not in any rush, so we can go the cheaper route. These are what we're using to build our flats. This is the wall. Flat boards, aka side panels. Alright, that's $7.98 a piece. You only need 1 of these per flat. Now we are using 2 different size nails. These are our panel nails right here, the 1 inch. And this is what we're using to nail the flats to the frame. Alright, and not too bad, 247. A box of these should do you about 8 flats. And here are your finished nails, 1.5 inch. These are what we're going to be using to put our frame together. The other ones are the ones that's going to nail our panels to the frame. So we're going to use these bad boys to nail our frame together right here, 1.5 inch finished nails. First and foremost, you need a number 2 pencil. That's what Bill Belichick would say. Number 2 pencil, okay? Alright, we're building theater flats here. Alright, these are 4 by 8 panels. You're going to need 1 of these. Alright, now I'm just going to show you. We're going to build 8 of these bad boys. Alright. Line that up and make that mark. And that's for you to go ahead and remember. You want to go ahead and sink all the way around every 6 inches on all your screws. Sink all your screws in. And then that's including the line going diagonal here every 6 inches. And then you'll be done. These are 1 by 2 by 8. Alright. And this is how we're going to get our measurement. It is very simple to build these theater flats. We'll get our outline on these. This bad boy here. We got this one here. We'll get our measurement on these. Right here. Got this here. Make sure we grab our number 2 pencil, make our mark right here, and this will be our measurement for our inside. That mark should be 46 inches and 9/16. Alright, now that we got all of our pieces cut, camera magic. I'm gonna go right here, place here. Be working with right here your frame. We're going to get some glue, some wood glue, some finishing nails, nail this, hammer this bad boy together, and then I'll be right back. We're now nailing all of our 1 by 3s together. We're using finishing nails here. We're sinking 2 nails in each one. We want to make sure we're perfectly lined up here. do that for each one here. You want to do your corners first, your out 4 corners, and then do the inside frame. Alright. Your 2 center pieces here, I've marked 2 feet 6 inches, which is also 30 inches from this, which is I got my mark right here. The same thing on this end, which I got my mark right there. That's where you'll put 30 inches. And then 30 inches right here. Do the same thing. Remember, we are sinking 2 of them in each.
Rolling.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and glue all these edges with some of this Liquid Nails wood glue. And then we're going to go ahead and line this. Alright, as we want to make sure we line up one corner. Now don't sink the nail all the way in at first, because we want to line it all up. So we're going to nail it halfway like this. So now we want to go ahead and line everything else up to make sure before we nail anything else in. SF glue is going to squirt out. That's a good thing. You knew you used enough. Because you don't want to use not enough, because then your board is going to warp. So you want to make sure you use enough glue. Better to use too much than not enough. Remember that. Wipe the excess glue off here. Use an old shirt from off of a video shoot you had and wipe all that off. got the corner in one L lined up, that means this side will be automatically lined up. I know the board is a little warped, so we want to make sure that we got an even gap all the way down. So we're going to push this middle in just a hair to make sure it's lined up with the bottom. So you do want to make sure, don't forget to make sure your board, because wood is never straight, it's going to always have a little warp in it. So you want to make sure that you're even all the way across at the bottom here. We're going to go ahead and sink in now, which is this here. We'll go ahead and sink in. We'll come back and add all the screws, and you want to go about every 6 inches. And you know, you don't have to be exact. You know what I'm saying? Just guess what 6 inches is, and that's about here. So now that you know, so kind of evenly spaced out every 6 or 7 inches. Don't forget, 30 inches, which is 2 foot 6 inches. We have a board. We have a piece of wood going across here for our support. So don't forget to measure here. I use another piece of wood for a straight edge to make my measurements. So here's our 30 inches right here. And here's a piece that's done, and as I was saying, this is the support that's going diagonal underneath. That's every 30 inches, which is 2 foot 6 inches, and that we sink screws in. Nails. Sorry, every 6 inches. And then here's our flat. Here later on, I'll show you how to build the support on the back to get this bad boy standing up on its own. Once again, I wrote my measurements on some scrap piece of wood with a number 2 pencil. Remember that. Always important to have a number 2 pencil. Our final step here is to make our back triangle with these flats to stand on their own. You want to put this piece on first, and you want the flat to be laying down on the ground when you're putting this piece on. And that piece right there, that is 67 inches right here, and that's the first piece you want to put on. And then you want to go ahead and make your second cut right here, and that's 37 inches and a quarter, 37 and a quarter. And then we're going to go ahead, and this piece right here is our last, which is 66 and 3/8, 66 inches and 3/8. With this one, you make your mark and cut your 45 angle. You don't want to sink this bottom part yet. You want to go ahead and we're going to sink the top part, and then we're going to slide this and put it next to this and line it up before we go ahead and sink our bottom screw. Remember, this is attached up here, but we are not attached down here yet, because as you see, we can slide this back and it'll make it lean back some. It'll make it lean forward, and we want to make sure it has the exact slope as the ones we pre-built already. As you can see, it's leaning a little too forward here. So go ahead and back it on up. as you can see, I left about 8 to 12 inches out past the wood here, because this is what you throw your sandbags on to make sure you weigh your flats down so they don't move. Say hi to Destiny, guys. She's on every job site you're going to see me on from here on out. Alright, this is the finished product of our flats here. If you can come behind here, once you're ready to get it, once you got your flats in place and have it to where you want them, you want to go ahead and line these up, and you want to buy some C-clamps. Now you can screw these together, but I wouldn't recommend screwing these. I would just get some C-clamps and clamp them together like so, and then let's go back to the front. And after you C-clamp them together, you can go ahead and decorate it however you want. You know, seal your seams and your corners, and do whatever you want. Picture frame, living room, elevator, hospital, whatever your imagination run wild.